Wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Most High, right? So we got to go to the judgment that came to Eve. In Genesis 3rd chapter and the 16th verse. Genesis 3 and 16. Unto the woman, he said, behind Eve, following the serpent, thinking that she gonna live and have his power. The first lie ever told, telling her that she's not gonna die. And the Most High said, surely when you eat of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, you're gonna die. That's why we died, because of what she did. Unto the woman, who is Eve, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children. So before this, wasn't no sorrow bringing forth children. But when she did this, then you got these labor pains. This hard way of bringing forth children. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband. That's the commandment. Thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he who is the husband shall rule over thee. That's why you see what you see in the New Testament, because there's no New Testament. There's only the law and the prophets, when the brothers and sisters that lived during the time that you see in here walked the earth. Period. So the judgment is hard labor. Even before you have babies, you got to deal with that hard time that some women that have cramps and all that stuff on their cycle behind what she did. Because why would he say, sorrow shall thou bring forth children, if you women didn't have those labor pains? But that created the labor pains right here. And thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. You see? And unto Adam he said, first thing he told Adam, what? Because thou hast hearkened, which means listen, unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of the tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake, and sorrow thou shalt eat of it all the days of thy life. You see? That's the punishment. First thing he told him, because you hearken unto the voice of your wife, to eat of the tree, to sin. That's why you brothers got to be on point. You women got to be on point in thinking about, am I really dealing with Satan? Am I really dealing with the devil? Because this is last chance. This is last stance, his last chance. He's going to come against those that have and keep the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. He already got the 2/3. He already got them, because they believe you ain't got to follow. They're doing whatever they want to do. And all you out there that feel like you can do whatever you want to do, follow your own will, follow your own heart and so forth, the Most High going to get you too. Believe this. So now, let's go to Colossians 1:18. Colossians 1:18. And he is the head of the body, the church, of Mashiach Yahushua, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, because he rose on the third day, walked here for 40 days, ascended, as we just read, to the right-hand side of the Most High. Firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence of Mashiach Yahushua. So now, go back to Acts, the 1st chapter, and the 9th verse. And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up. and a cloud received him out of their sight. Now we need to find that cloud was a chariot of the Most High in Psalms 104 and 3, right? So once he went up into this chariot of the Most High, and let's go to Daniel's. The book of Daniel. So once he went up in the chariots, let's go to so you know these chariots, so you understand before I go there. Go to Psalms, I believe it's 68. Bear with me. Psalm 68 and 17. Psalm 68 and 17. And it reads, the chariots of the Most High are 20,000. Remember, he's taken up in the chariot, right? The chariots of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. You see that? Even thousands of angels. How about that? The Most High is among them as in Sinai, in the holy place, you see? So the chariots are the angels of the Most High. Thousands of angels. Like when you read Revelation 9:16, I'm not sure if I'm coming back with $200 million angels. 200 million, y'all. 200 million angels. Now, let's go to Daniel 7 and 13. So now, Hamashiach went up in the clouds, which are the angels that took him from this earth unto this place that we're looking at, that Daniel prophesied and seen, just like Elijah went up in the chariot. You see? So Daniel's 7 and 13, I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, claimed with the angels of the Most High. Remember? Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots or the vehicles of the Most High are 20,000, even thousands of angels. You see? So when you see here, Daniel 7 and 13, I saw in the night visions. Because the Most High, you understand, he saw in the night visions, right? So this is him, Daniel, seeing something in the night visions, right? While he sleep. That's why I go to, hold that, get Job 33 and 14. Why I say night visions? Listen. Job 33, 14. For the Most High speaketh once, yea, twice, yet man perceiveth it not. This is how he reaches. In a dream, in a vision of the night. That's why he say, I saw in the night visions. Daniel 7:13. So the Most High speaking to him. Job 33:15. In a dream, in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, when you sleep, in a dream, right? Then he openeth the ears of men, and sealeth their instruction. You open up the ears of men and sealeth their instruction. Instruction is telling you what you're going to do. That he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man. You see? So that's what happened. So now going back to Daniel 7 and 13, he said, I saw in the night visions in a dream that Daniel's having, that the Most High speaking to him, and behold, one like the Son of Man, who was a Mashiach Abishai, came with the clouds of heaven. Like he was ascended up in a cloud. So the angels brought a Mashiach Abishai with the chairs of the Most High and came to the Ancient of Days, right? He came to the Ancient of Days. Who the Ancient of Days? The Most High. Nobody's older than the Most High. We have no beginning and definitely no end. Job 36 and 26. Behold, Job 36, 26. It said, brought him to the Ancient of Days, right? Behold, the Most High is great, and we know him not. Neither can the number of his years be searched out. You see? That's how come he's the Ancient of Days, because the number of his years cannot be searched out. Going back to Daniel 7, and verse 13. The angels brought a Mashiach Abishai and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him, you see? And they, the angels, who's in his chariots or IFOs, identified flying objects, they brought him before the Most High. This is what happened once he was brought before the Most High. And there was given him dominion and glory. And that's very important, because he asked the Most High when he prayed, when he was here in the flesh, he asked for something. It's very key right here. Go to John the 17th chapter, the 5th verse. When he prayed to the Most High, this is what he asked him. And now, O Father, glorify thou me with thine own self, with the what? Glory that we just read was given to him. With the glory which I had with thee before the world was. See that? He the glory of the Most High. He asked him to let him have the glory that he had with the Most High before this world was even created. Because he's the first creation of the Most High. Going back to Daniel 7:14. And it was given him, a Mashiach Abishai, once he ascended to the right hand side of the Most High, dominion, power, and authority, and glory. He answered his prayer that he prayed for when he was here in the flesh. Glory was given to him, the glory that he had with him before the world was. And a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him. Hear that? So what if some of you don't want to serve him? Got something for you too. Isaiah 60 and 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Hear that? Yeah. Those nations shall be utterly wasted. So if you don't want to serve me, you're going to be destroyed. Going back to Daniel 7:14. His dominion, his powers and authority is an everlasting dominion. Gonna last forever and ever and ever. Which shall not pass away. And his kingdom that will not, and his kingdom that which shall not be destroyed. That's what the Most High showed Daniel in a vision as he slept in a dream. So that's why I say it all comes together when you understand these precepts, to get understanding. through the precepts. So now, let's go to Titus, the book of Titus, the first chapter, and verse 15. It's like y'all work with me. I'm working in a new Bible, so trying to get that. Titus, the first chapter, 15, verse 15 and 16. It says, unto the pure, all things are pure. But unto them that are defiled and unbelieving is nothing pure. But even their mind and conscience is defiled. You see? The unbelieving, the defiled, those that don't want to keep the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High, and do what he say do, his rules and regulations, that make you defiled. That make you unbelieving. Is nothing pure. Nothing pure to those that are defiled and that are not believing in the Most High's word as it is written. Is nothing pure, but even their mind, the way they think and conscience is defiled. They profess that they know the Most High. I want to thank God for this. I want to thank God for this. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works and them keeping the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, they deny him. You hear that? So you got to look at this. As simple as what you eat, the dietary laws, which is Leviticus 11th chapter, as simple as where you look as an Israelite, as simple as the way you act as an Israelite. That's your works. They profess that they know the Most High, but in works they deny him, being abominable, breaking the Most High's laws, statutes, commandments, and disobedient. You hear that? Disobedient. Disobedient to who? To the Most High. Rules and regulations, his laws, statutes, commandments. That's how you're disobedient. Because you said in 1 John 5 and 3, for this is the love of the Most High, that you keep his commandments, and commandments are not grievous. So you disobedient by breaking the Most High's laws. And as every good work, reprobate. Ooh. Every good word, a reprobate. Sad, bro. But it's real. Just a moment.